mama going live. She going live. Counting the rings, securing the base. Shorty be going live.
Hey man, it's your boy Season, and we back at it, back at it, back at it, like a motherfucking crack addict. We back at it with another reaction video. This time we're gonna be reacting to this is what Gohan could have been if he tried by CBR CBR. Um Anybody, like I done stated before, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. That was the second anime besides Yu Yu Hakusho that I ever watched. I am a Gohan fanboy. They fucked that man up. No lie, no cap. They fucked Gohan up. He was supposed to be. He was supposed to be Earth Savior. But at the same time, I understand he's not a full blood Saiyan, so he don't have that fight drive that Goku and Vegeta has. But anyway. So his and Chi kind of, but he got what he wanted. He wanted to be a scholar, and he got his family. But I love Gohan. That's my favorite character in Dragon Ball. Cause we watched the nigga grow up. Like literally, we watched him grow up from when Riders came and kidnapped his ass to when he fought Cell to when he went to high school to now. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into this video.
Everyone knows that Goku is the strongest Saiyan around. Sure, the Dragon Ball franchise has tons of great characters, but nobody's ended up saving the Earth more times than Goku. His son Gohan didn't quite inherit his fighting spirit, but he still has incredible potential and could have rivaled that of his famous father. Before we begin, subscribe to CBR and ring that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss a video. Without further ado, here's what Gohan could have been if he tried. Let's take a moment to talk about just who Gohan is. He's the son of Goku and his wife Chi-Chi, and he went on to have a family of his own. There are a lot of great things we can say about Goku, but of course he isn't perfect. He has a horrible memory and he was a pretty absent husband and father. We can't hate on him too much since he was pretty busy saving the world, but he did spend most of Gohan's childhood either training to save the world, saving the world, or dead, having sacrificed himself to save the world. You see where we're getting with that? Piccolo ended up being way more of a father figure to Gohan than Goku was. Perhaps because of this, Gohan was never overly interested in following in Goku's footsteps. Sure, saving the world is nice and all, but Gohan prefers more intellectual pursuits. In addition to researching and writing, he also enjoys spending his time with his wife, Videl, and his daughter, Pan. While Gohan goes on his fair share of adventures, he doesn't seem to live for them the way his father does. Goku has always been pretty single-minded in his pursuit of power, but Gohan clearly didn't inherit this quality. Despite this, we have seen Gohan pull off some truly incredible feats. They've been so impressive that many wonder if his power couldn't ultimately surpass that of his father. While Goku is pretty intent on saving the universe, Gohan has always been better at keeping things in perspective. He worries about smaller scale injustices and understands having to balance his normal life with heroic feats. This explains why he came up with a superhero alter ego known as the Great Saiyan Man.
And I hated that. I actually hate the Great Saiyan Man. Like,
what would have happened if Gohan had committed his life to training the way that Goku did? Even without doing so, he was still able to accomplish some feats that his father was incapable of. Just look at me now, Dad. Just look at what Gohan managed to accomplish during the Cell saga. Sure, Goku managed to blast perfect Cell in half, but he ended up being destroyed along with King Kai's planet, King Kai, Bubbles, and Gregory. He very nearly destroyed Vegeta as well, and only Gohan's intervention stopped this from happening. Although he saved Vegeta, he ended up sacrificing his arm in the process. So at this point, Gohan was a 10-year-old child with only one functional arm, facing off against a being which had managed to take out Goku. But as we all know, Gohan was able to overcome perfect Cell by channeling his remaining strength into a Kamehameha wave. If he was able to accomplish such an incredible feat under these circumstances, just imagine what he could have accomplished as an adult with proper training.
I
in
know.
Dragon Ball, whenever the going gets
He
tough,
would have been the
Goku
shit.
goes Super Saiyan. We saw this in Dragon Ball Z, when Goku had to turn Super Saiyan in order to defeat Frieza. Then in Dragon Ball Super, he needed to use his Super Saiyan Blue power to fight Frieza again, but when it comes to Gohan, he doesn't need these sort of power-ups. He was able to take down this intergalactic tyrant without resorting to Super Saiyan. There's no doubt that his massive amount of power is impressive, even by the standards of the show. Not only is it seemingly greater than the raw power of his father, Goku, but Gohan has other impressive advantages. Although there's a lot of fighting in the franchise, there's also a lot of important relationships being developed between the characters. It's not uncommon to see people who were once enemies becoming friends, and sometimes such an ally can mean the difference between life and death. We've seen over and over again that no matter how strong you are, sometimes you need a little help or inspiration from a pal. Gohan was able to befriend one of the most prickly and formerly evil members of the Dragon Ball universe, Piccolo. There are a lot of things to like about Gohan, and his relationship with Piccolo is one of them. During the Raditz saga, we saw Raditz realize that little Gohan has more power than even the mighty Goku himself. We saw Gohan break out of a space pod and deliver a devastating blow to Raditz.
They got the most
gives
potential.
Goku and Piccolo the opportunity they need in order to finish Raditz off, but ends up destroying Goku in the process. Piccolo looks after Gohan and, at first, is predictably cold and uncaring towards him, but over time he can't help but be won over by Gohan. The two develop a friendship which benefits both of them. Not only does Gohan have a simply massive amount of power, but he has managed to forge powerful alliances with little to no effort on his part. If he were to focus on his efforts, there's no telling what he could accomplish. He even managed
That
to
nigga be the
unlock
strongest
transformation
motherfucking Dragon Ball.
his father. After having his potential unlocked, Gohan was able to utilize the powers of Super Saiyan 2 without actually having to transform. Becoming a Super Saiyan may look like getting your hair dyed, but it's actually a serious strain on the body, and it's a lot harder than it looks. But Gohan is able to tap into these powers without having to undergo the exhausting transformation process. After a small amount of training, Gohan was able to make this form almost as powerful as Goku's Super Saiyan Blue. If Gohan was willing to put the effort in and dedicate himself to training, we're betting he could easily surpass even Goku's Royal Blue form. Even when he dedicates the majority of time to his studies, he's still able to easily keep up with the likes of Goku and Vegeta. There's no telling what the extent of his powers could be if he fully dedicated himself to fighting. But you can't fight who you are, and that's the moral of the story here, folks. There you have it. Do you think Gohan should focus solely on his training? Do you think he could be stronger than Goku? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.
That's it for the video, guys. I promise to you, if Gohan was to put in all that effort that Goku and Vegeta puts in, that nigga would have been the strongest motherfucker in the Dragon Ball universe. I swear to God. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like, comment on the video. If you're brand new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we out. Peace.
That's how you move, cause nothing's promised to you. Stay down with the ones that was loyal to. One day at a time, I'm